The Mentor Roulette in Final Fantasy XIV is a queue that can send you into almost any piece of content in the entire game, and is designed to put you alongside inexperienced players so that you can help guide them. You could run this roulette out of the kindness of your heart for the sake of helping noobs get good, or you could do it because there are several rewards and achievements for running it a certain number of times. If you complete enough of these Mentor Roulettes, you unlock one of the rarest mounts in the game and bragging rights for life. And that right there is the kind of carrot that you don't have to be a bunny girl to appreciate. But the stick is that these roulettes can really suck, and you're gonna have to get hit with that stick 2,000 times if you want that sweet, sweet carrot. Mount. Anyway, since I'm out to get every achievement in the game, I have no choice but to knock out these roulettes at some point. They can be anything from a 60-second Guildhest to a 60-minute extreme trial full of goobers. You never know what you're going to pull, and so I'm going to take it on 10 runs at a time. So let's get into it. Alright, the time is now to finally get started. We've got 2,000 Mentor Roulettes to go. I'm starting from 0. The goal today is to do 10. I don't know what they're going to be, so let's see what our very first attempt at Mentor Roulette is. After a quick wardrobe change, I've decided to go in looking as much like a frublet as possible, because then maybe people won't actually expect me to know what I'm doing. Maybe I shouldn't be a Gunhilder's blade for this. Alright, there we go. There's a better title. Okay, from this point on, anything could happen. I'm queuing up. It is tank in need because of course it is. Let's see. Insta queue as healer. Oh boy, gamers, this is our first Mentor Roulette ever. Where are we getting sent to? The Sunken Temple of Qarn. Oh no. I'm thinking it's this Giga Chad bard that queued us in. What a gamer. Oh, I need to make a portrait. And I, of course, do not have Art of War at this level, so I need to DOT everything. Dungeon pulls without AoE should be a crime. I can't believe Square Enix would make me do this. You think we can actually teach this bard any lessons here? Oh, watch out for that bee. Oh, you can't sleep it? How disappointing. At least I have Adlo at this level. I mean, that's something I can work with. Well, okay. This is supposed to be a Mentor Roulette. Do you think I should explain? I don't know. I'm not really sure what my mentor philosophy is. Usually I don't like to explain mechanics before people have had the chance to experience them. So I guess just if our Chad Bard has trouble with the Doom, I can give some tips and tricks. Oh, no, he's got it. Go, go, go. You can make it. He made it. This might be the easiest sprout ever. I don't have to teach him anything. He actually knows what he's doing. Have some treasure, idiot. Alright, let's make sure this guy doesn't get final stung. We're looking for a crit Adlo if we can. I don't think that's gonna happen. Nothing like putting the facers on the buttons and whatnot. A little further. Hey. Alright, let's go ahead and grab the Flame of Magic. Oh no, be careful, Bard. It sure is kind of these skeletons to not be immune to poison. Because otherwise, I don't know what I would do on these pulls. I don't even have Ruin 2, so I either stand around and cast Soccer Ball. Hiya! Or I just don't do anything. Oh boy, Golem Boss. Break his heart and then you break his body too. Sucks to be this idiot. Ow! I don't think he liked that very much. Let's give everybody some lollipops. Alright. Get me the heck out of here. Yay, magic pants. Oops, I think that was the wrong thing. Or was it? Yeah. Oops. These are all wrong. Worst mentor ever. Hope you like extra ads. Idiots. Do we care about the treasure rooms, or? It looks like that guy does. I don't know. I guess I'll go get it. Why not? If the bard wants 20 water shards, he can have them. Why not? I wish I remembered which stone goes where. I think it doesn't really matter. If we don't care about bonus treasure, I can just turn it on. And frankly, I don't think anyone here does care about the treasure rooms. I remember the first time I did this fight. It was when my first week of gameplay, when I was running all the optional dungeons with my friends. This was one of the first dungeons that we actually really enjoyed because the boss gets really, really wacky. You know, he didn't really understand how any of his mechanics work, but about halfway through, it just, yeah, you start getting spammed with line AoEs and big boxes and just weird stuff happening. And it's just absolute chaos, especially when you're low eye level and bad at the game. But I remember having a great time with it. It certainly did not die as quickly as it's dying here. Yeah, now the tank is locked in the battle box for some reason. Yeah, here we go. Here come the lasers. Oh no. Well, I dare say I don't know if this was a good first Mentor Roulette. But also there are far worse things we could have gotten. We'll calm the baby bard and make a run for it. Alright, that's our first roulette of the day out of the way. Let's go ahead and see what 2 out of 10 has to offer. I love that instant Q pop. Of course it's this. Did we find the only Famelizin on the entire world server? I think we did. Alright, yeah, this is one where we get ambushed. So Guildhests are one of those things that not that many people actually queue for, and apparently it is quite common for them to show up on Mentor Roulette. It's considered a good thing when they do because they're usually only a minute or so long, and so you get free credit with minimal effort. And minimal effort is my middle name. I didn't even eat my raid food. I'm basically throwing. Alright, there it is. Let's give it to the Famelizin, of course. See you later, Lost Rabbit. Get me out of here. Hey, I said get me out of here. Alright, there's our portrait fixed. Okay, roulette number 3. Easy. The nice thing about being healer is that queuing Mentor Roulette is basically like queuing every roulette simultaneously. Oh my gosh, it's Manor. Oak Manor. Oak Manor. I don't know. There was contention in the comments on my last video about whether or not this is even a French pronunciation situation. I just assumed it was because L is in L plus ratio as in, but now I don't know anymore. You know, now it's kind of sounded like my entire life might be a lie, so no idea really. Look at all these sprouts. But yeah, as I was saying, queuing Mentor Roulette is kind of like queuing every single roulette simultaneously. And since I have healer privilege, I will never wait. Wish I had an AoE though. The antithesis of healer privilege is not getting Art of War until level 46. I can't tell if these cute noobs are accidentally all in this party, or if there's some kind of conspiracy here. We've got 3 Vieira sprouts practically matching. One can only wonder. Oh, tank's pulling big, we've got some ambition. That's what I like to see. Get that poison out of here. Spam a couple Adlos. Keep this chat alive since he's, you know, not mitting. I gotta say, for being very much an ARR glam, that's a pretty sick look. But I do quite like the general Dark Knight aesthetic when the Dark Knight sword is not a big plastic Nerf sword. When it's a robust claymore like that, it just makes anything look cool. I'm less a fan of the big dumb glow sticks, but man, just a simple, gigantic sword really sells it. Yeah, we're gonna get a rail jump here. Yeah. There's hope for these sprouts yet. Still wish we'd get some mitigation though, instead of, you know, misfortune hanging heavy on a head once held high. Because you know what they say about that. You do know what they say about that, right? Let's see if he's gonna go for the full pull. This one's actually kind of rough if you aren't ready for it. I don't know if he's at a level where he's got arm's length. I don't know. He's in Heavensward if he's Dark Knight, so surely he does. Oh, the ninja's pulling extra. Look at the crit shield. I almost fully doubled his health bar. Even at level 31, Scholar OP. Now if only I had an AoE attack. Holy crap. Why is everybody getting slowed? Don't do that. All 3 of my party members leveled up. Ah, these little babies. Alright, time for some pro tip mentor advice. This is simple optimization stuff. She's gonna try and drag us into the ad. Oh, sorry, that's the other one. Yeah, with this guy, you just gotta make sure you're not looking at him so you don't get petrified. And so all you do is position yourself in between the ad and the boss so that you can keep attacking it the whole time without losing uptime. This is the one we're gonna get dragged into. Or not? What am I mistaking this for? I'm the worst mentor ever. Oh, wait, here it comes. Listen, I promise she's gonna force us to walk across the room, and we're gonna have to walk over here. Yeah, and so you can pre-position so you don't have to lose any uptime. Very easy. All right. Give it to the tank. Get me the heck out of here. So far, this is off to a pretty good start. This isn't bad at all. Other than the fact that, I mean, every roulette is completely, totally unpredictably random. Nothing bad has happened yet. So, probably nothing bad will ever happen. Right? Sohm. Well, at least I have abilities at this level. Alright, as always, gonna try and pre-shield the tank going into the pull. Let's go ahead and get a Sacred Soil down. Easy. Oh, yeah, I have to remember to actually keep an eye on the tank. I mean, it's a warrior, so, like, probably not gonna be an issue, but it's just good practice. Downside is I don't have as many free heals at this level, so there does need to be at least a slight air of foresight. Go, baby team, go! I would be perfectly happy to see this dungeon if not for the fact that I just ran it like 3 times for command missions a couple of days ago. It's not a bad dungeon, it's just not the kind of dungeon that I want to run a lot, considering how much I've done it in the past. Too many times, some might say. Some being me. I would say that. I just did. See if we can get the crit Adlo? Nope. Ow. Hey, there's the crit Adlo. Always good to see it. It's one of the most annoying parts of pre-recitation Scholar is just fishing for crits. Not that a warrior really needs a crit Adlo in a Heavensward dungeon anyway, but... Oh, wait, warrior at this level doesn't have any self-heals. Yeah, this is before Raw Intuition and Equilibrium. We already established that. Never mind. This poor gamer needs all the help she can get. Now I just feel bad. And Art of War. Oh, we're not going all in. We could have done it. Look at this giant goober. He's getting broiled to death by a baby. It's kind of nice that they added stack markers here, rather than the first stack marker you ever see being on, you know, Nidhogg. Like, I think it actually was always a stack mechanic, that past boss, but it didn't have the marker until recently. Alright, it's Tio Man time. The man of the Tio. Might have to actually heal the warrior. I didn't think dungeon boss autos would be anything to write home about, but they kind of seem like they hurt. I think we want these out. Yeah. Probably should have put those in the same spot, but it's probably fine. Yeah, they ain't really that bad. I don't remember what that one does. Ow! The heavens fall. Oh no! If only I had better cover. And there you have it. There's Sohm. We got a lot of good plates here. This one's actually quite nice. I like that. Give it to the Reaper, though, for being a noob. All right, we're 4 out of 10 on our first day as a brand new mentor. And so far, nothing exciting has happened at all. These might as well just be the regular roulettes. Like, I think I would have more fun just going down the list of ordinary roulettes so far. Don't take that as me complaining, though, because I've heard horror stories about this thing. But let's see what number 5 is. Oh, okay. Who do you think queued into this? The Machinist, the Gladiator, or the Lancer? Who are we thinking? Oh man, I don't have any abilities at this level. All I can do is ruin and complain. I don't even get to heal. Look, Celine does all that. Now, I'm not saying they need to make every ARR trial into a 10-minute ordeal the way the Ultimate Weapon was redone. But I tell you what, this is your first actual, like, boss fight, like, major boss fight in the game. You basically just flop out your Heidelin and smack him back and forth across the face with it. It's pathetic. Yeah, the Lord of the Inferno. There's like a 5-minute cutscene at the beginning of this fight, building up how intense it's going to be. And then we beat him up in a span of time that is shorter than the cutscene itself. They should probably rework some of the ARR trials. Just give them a little bit more spectacle, you know, just a little bit. Don't overdo it, but like that's people's introduction to the game, you know. They did a really good job with the stuff at the very end. You know, the Ultima Weapon quest where they changed Cape Westwind, Castrum, Praetorium, Porta Decumana. There's a solo duty for La Habrea now. All that stuff is great, but that's like 20 to 40 hours in, you know. You want to make sure people get hooked before that. But anyway, let's roll number 6. Stinging back. Well, okay, if thou wouldst insist. All right, this is in the physic tier of my existence. The tier where I have the physic and nothing else. Oh no. Oh my god. This is certainly a way to do this fight. If I had AoE, I would be so on board, but I can't do anything here. I guess I'll just be an S and a bot, be a cure bot, why not? That's all I've got. Fortunately, I think all the other jobs here have at least one AoE ability. Sleep that, idiot. Oh, nice, we already won. Give it to the male row monk Chad. And there we have it. We are now 6 out of 10. 4 more to go. Let's see what we're in for. Bam! So far, every single roll has been a 4-person party. I'm not sure what's worse, because if you see an 8-person party, then you know that it could potentially be an extreme. Whereas at least with 4 people, it will never be, but it could be this. It could be the Atiascope. Oh no, I hate this dungeon. Shut up, Kryle. No one cares. Go finger paint, idiot. There are a lot of ways that I can compliment the Endwalker dungeons. They are very cinematic, but also, they just always seem to take forever. So doing them the first time, great. Lots of spectacle, plenty of stuff to contemplate, lovely vignettes. Doing them the second time, not as good. The third time, worse. As many times as you could possibly do them, like they just aren't that fun to repeat, because so much more focus was put on the spectacle, and it was spectacular, but holy crap. I mean, like, look, this is basically a cutscene disguised as a fight. Oops, I didn't change strat. The worst scholar ever. Hey, how come they call that a Glaya shot? That's not the name of that attack. That asterisk-shaped AoE. Hey, that is not a Glaya shot. Why didn't they give it its true name? You know what it's called when a Garlean lady does an asterisk-shaped AoE? Historically, that has always been Angry Salamander. It had nothing to do with Aglaya. It had nothing to do with shooting. It had everything to do with salamanders. I can't believe they robbed us of Angry Salamander in the Atiascope. A Glaya shot. An absolute scam. Guess I'm lost. Oh, it's the debug rig. I was staring at this thing trying to figure out what rig it was. It's that same rig that debug uses. Yeah, it's that super weird dude in Cash from Abanya, I think was the very first iteration of it. But to me, I think he'll always be debug, this rig, because I have such horrible, horrible memories attached to it. The grievous failure of getting absolutely shreked by duels in Zadnor for 3 weeks in a row. I don't miss that, I tell you. Although it was nice having an excuse just to go to Zadnor. The duels were certainly a fun challenge. They just also came with a great degree of suffering. I kind of forgot that this was a mentor roulette already. Like, bro, this is one of the highest level dungeons in the game. If somebody at this level still needs mentoring, man, I don't know. Like, if you got through 300 hours of story, including dozens of previous dungeons and encounters, I don't really know what I can do to help with that. But that's the funny thing about mentor roulette is that it's presented with the implication that it'll be used by experienced players to help new players learn how to play the game. You know, that's the idea behind it. But the reality is, it's just filler. It's just filling the other roulettes. So any queue that goes on for too long, it'll start pulling from the mentor roulette queue in order to fill those people's parties, which is not a bad idea. It's just kind of funny that half the time you don't really do any actual mentoring. All you're actually doing is easing people's queue times. Sinking impatience. That sounds like me. That's a lost soul I can relate to. Do you think maybe in Dawntrail we'll finally be able to use Aether Pact while Celine is in Seraph mode? That would be kind of nice, huh? Kind of annoying that those two abilities don't interact with each other. There's a lot of janky things about Seraph. How do I keep forgetting chain strat, dude? I don't think I've been playing Scholar enough. Also, I don't remember what this does. Oh. Okay. Hey, wait, this rig is the one from Dunscaith. That's that big stupid bird that throws everybody off the boat. The stuff of nightmares, truly. Oh, that's bad. Ow. I was reading that like it was hashmal pillars, like they were at slight angles and that there would be safe zone in between them, but no, that was not what it was. That was a very, very simple set of line AoEs. All right, get him, team, get him. Easy. Calm the tank, I guess. Tank was pretty good. Now, somewhere along the line, my portrait broke again. Or, no, it didn't. Why isn't it working then? I guess it's just broken because why not? Well, okay then. Now, I'm no expert, and I don't write code, but like, oh my god, we got a bunch of dumb babies in this run. But yeah, is it too much to ask that the portrait system actually like work at all? There's no reason it's not working. It's not even saying that it's broken, it just isn't working for some reason. It says current appearance and or gear does not match that shown in the portrait. But it does. I didn't change anything. Also, why did it have to be Dzemael Darkhold? This is like probably the worst dungeon in the entire game. It's kind of a toss-up between this and Cutter's Cry, but like, man, I really don't like this dungeon. At least the crystals here make the first couple pulls pretty easy, because all we gotta do is step into the light of the crystal. And what do you know? You're basically invincible. The tank doesn't even have to mitt. Now, if we DPS this guy down fast enough, we won't have to move him to another crystal, but I don't know. I don't think our damage is quite high enough. It'll be close, though. True Giga Chads can kill this dude in one burst and not have to run him across the room. We had him dying pretty quickly, and then everybody got distracted by the ads. I wish they realized that we could basically just ignore them. Yeah, our crystal died at 3%. That sucks. Get over here, Mike. He's not in the light. There we go. Easy. Oh, it's them glasses. Yeah. I gotta get me a pair of these. Oh man, almost lost track of my tank for a second. This pull hits really hard. If you aren't paying attention, it is very easy to not pay attention. The damage comes in a lot faster than you expect it to, especially when that frog gets involved, but this team is actually killing it. We're just too good. Oh, did they remove the... Huh. You used to get lost going down the side of that mountain. Did they remove that, or am I just misremembering it? I swear there was like a whole thing where you could drop off the side of it and get yanked into a tunnel by another frog. It sucked, for the record. It was awful. This tank is actually really good. I'm impressed. Of course, first baby tank I've had in a while, but using the corners and lines of sight to group everything up, it's one of those little touches that separates a good tank from a great tank. This is a great tank. Alright, I don't have indomitability. Alright, get this idiot out of here. And in the teleporter we go, and the last boss of this dungeon might be the worst dungeon boss ever. It's quite possibly the most annoying fight. It doesn't even take that long, but holy crap, I just hate it. Alright, I'm gonna just stand in this while the pull goes on around me. I got a crit Adlo, so this ain't gonna do nothing to me. Yeah, look at that, didn't even hurt. We really only need one person on the terminal, but whatever. Not gonna tell anybody how to live their lives. Oh, with the crit Adlo right when I needed it. Scholar has never been so good. Best job ever. and then we just murderize everything. It's just too easy. But now we have to fight the worst boss possibly in the game, certainly a contender. There's a lot of terrible bosses in this game, which is inevitable when you have a few hundred bosses, but this is one of my least favorites. If you asked me my least favorite boss, this guy would definitely come to mind. Alright, he's gonna invuln, he's gonna shoot this crystal. Now we gotta break the crystal before we can continue the fight. Why? Because screw you, that's why. It's just to make it annoying. He's gonna do that 3 times. Oh, and he also has a spinning AoE that cleaves, so if you stand anywhere near him, yeah, you get hit. Kind of like our poor Lancer over here. And so yeah, everybody takes a ton of extra damage, and he keeps pausing to invuln and forcing you to go kick rocks, quite literally. If kicking rocks is a part of your fight design, you gotta stop and consider, maybe I've made a bad choice. But I mean, this is a repurposed 1.0 dungeon, and I mean, they didn't care at all back in those days. It was fast and loose. They would just make anything. Our comp definitely goes to the tank. Oh no. How does the tank know that I'm doing mental roulette? She's not allowed to know that. Alright. Let's see if I can fix my frickin' adventurer plate portrait. And we are at 8 out of 10. We've only got 2 roulettes left, so this is going swimmingly. I'm swimming more than Kermit the Frog. I don't know, frogs swim, right? Bro, there's no way. What did I do to deserve this? By the pet shop boys. I mean, our new tank is Moneybags Male Aura. Let's see. Let's see if he's up to the standard set by that Giga Chad Lala that we just did this with. Boy, I sure love Dzemael Darkhold. It's a good thing this dungeon doesn't like suck or anything, because then this would be excruciating. At any rate, it seems like Moneybags the tank is aware of the crystal tanking buff. That's a pretty good metric for how well the rest of the dungeon is gonna go. If the tank actually understands the mechanic of the crystals in here, we're probably going to be okay. The Sprout, on the other hand, seems to be trying to get the exploration achievement. No harm in that, but, what? Is he not gonna go in there? You're gonna, no? Okay, why did you do that then? Oh, Sprouts. Never change, Sprouts. Is it my job to inform him? I don't know. Whatever, I'm gonna go get this terminal. I don't know why the tank is doing the pull on hard mode. Bro, bring him over here. I'm gonna just keep spamming Adlo, I don't care. So I kind of get the feeling that our kill on this eyeball man is likely to not be as quick as last time. But let's see, you know? See, our downfall on the previous attempt was that everybody was very proactively trying to kill the ads. If this party is made up of a bunch of single-minded tunnel vision chads and we just tunnel the boss, like, we might actually be better off. Go, 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 go. Oh, why is he moving it? We might not have had to. Oh, no, we did. Yeah, 13%. We're a full 10% behind previous performance. All things considered, though, could have been a lot worse. Oh, man, I wonder if he's gonna do the frog pull. Oh, no. Oh, he stopped short. On one hand, that is the smart thing to do, but it is a little bit tragic. It would have been fun to see the side-by-side. Yeah, no, they definitely used to have a path down here, I swear. Oh, careful, Moneybags, careful. Oh, man, we're only on the second boss. For some reason, I felt like we were at the end. Did I just hear a... Well, I could be crazy, but I swear I heard the summoner cast Physic. That's gonna cost you some points. Mentor Senpai is not giving out gold stars to gamers who use Physic. You don't trust my heals? I only let your health go to 75%. Wish the tank wouldn't run so far away, though. Okay. Okay. Let me go get the other one while we're at it. The only thing I can do to speed this dungeon up is, oh god, I'm gonna die if I stand there. Whoops. We made a mistake. I did not mean to pull the skeletons. But yeah, the only way I can speed this dungeon up is to proactively get in these stupid terminals and count them down as quickly as possible. So now the doors are open. That way, after everything is dead in here, we don't have to stand around and do that like ding-dongs. It's already done. So I always try to do that if I can. Giga Chad DPS can also do that. If you time it out, you should only have to get hit by the crystal explosion, I think, like once. And so you can just throw a second wind to make sure that you don't die there. All right. It's Batrol again. Everybody's favorite boss. We all love kicking rocks. I don't know why I'm standing in the cleave. I'm better than that. I hope so. Ow. Oh no, Sprout-chan, don't stand there. Yeah, it's okay. The fight's over. Alright. Props still have to go to the tank. He was pretty on top of it. Get me the heck out of here. Alright, I gotta say, this hasn't been that bad at all. Everybody made Mentor Roulette sound like it was gonna be terrifying, but this is just like any other roulette to me so far. This has not been bad at all. We are just chilling. absolutely chilling. I haven't even had to teach anybody a single thing. I haven't even had to learn a single thing. But yeah, the plan is going to be 10 of these, hopefully every week. Maybe less often if there's other stuff that gets in the way, but at least with some level of consistency. That said, though, we do have one more to do today, and here's hoping that it is anything except Dzemael Darkhold again. Let's do this. DPS. Ready up, DPS. There we go. The Aery. Yeah, I mean, okay, that's fine. I could take or leave this dungeon. The glams are, they're fine. Oh, right, this is the cutscene when you're flying on that stupid airship. I didn't realize it was this long. Oh my god, this cutscene is probably longer than the dungeon. There's gotta be a better way to convey this information. Oh my gosh, finally, we can play the game. Okay, cool. Yeah, so far I don't know what to make of Mentor Roulette. I might have to try and queue it on other jobs or something. I mean, I was planning to just do the whole thing on Scholar, but so far, all I've gotten are dungeons, and I think it's because basically dungeons always need healers, and so I'm just getting yoinked into random, like, normal queues, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but I was really excited for some of the shenanigans I've heard of, especially, you know, lately, because so many Xbox players have recently come into the game. So allegedly, there's been a huge uptick in, you know, low-level extreme trials and things like that. Since free trial players can't use the party finder, the only way they can actually do a lot of those early extreme unlock quests is queuing into them. But yeah, so far for my first 10 Mentor Roulettes, it's been 7 dungeons, 2 Guildhests, and 1 trial, but overwhelmingly it has been dungeons. I'm curious to see how that data will evolve as the series goes on, but I really did hope I'd see something slightly more interesting pop up. I suppose it's not a bad thing if our first attempt is relatively easy and forgiving, considering there are 1,990 more runs of this roulette needing to be done. Might as well get off on the right foot, because I'm sure some chaos is inevitable along this journey. But yeah, even with the Sprout players that I've had today, so far they've all been entirely inoffensive. There's a few people exhibiting, you know, inexperienced play. Seen a couple people that are obviously new to the game, but they were just doing ordinary noob stuff. It wasn't anything crazy, you know? So yeah, that's kind of optimistic. All right, anyway, let's get rid of Scatus. You know, this boss, to be honest, was not very good before the rework, but I don't think it's really much better after having been reworked. Somehow it seems more annoying, even though the mechanics have been simplified. Yeah, I'm not about to get knocked back. I don't do that. Lol, nice try, idiot. I saw the tank buster and I reached for protraction, only to realize, oh right, yeah, I'm like 40 levels too early for protraction. Well, alright, we're here. Every time a pull starts, I forget to look at my tank and then realize, oh, tank's at like 30% health, lol. Alright. Wait on Giga Chad cutscene sprout once more. Okay, that cutscene was a lot shorter than the first one. Oh boy, ad phase. I don't have deployment tactics at this level. Let's see if I can get a farmer crit ad low. Come on. Is that a yes, no, maybe? It's a good solid maybe. I was trying. I should have just spread the regular one. Oh my god, we got an achievement. I hope Mentor will notice me won. 5 points. Glorious. Oh, and there you have it. That is our first 10 runs of Mentor Roulette. A little bit anticlimactic, I must admit, but I mean, we got what we got. But let's see. I got a lot of glams along the way. Let's see if we can make an outfit out of these. Since I am in fact dressed as a Sprout, what better things for a Sprout to wear than mismatched dungeon gear? Well, this is off to a pretty good start, huh? There you go, outfit complete. All I gotta do is wear that, huh? Yeah, looks like I only got 2 tops and they're both like full body robes. So this isn't going to be much of an outfit, really at all. Oh, I also got an apple green dye from, I think, Sohm. You know, this kind of works. We could make a decent outfit out of this if I don't replace my robe, because these other options are fugly. This might have to be our next glam. We'll just see how the glam evolves over time, I guess. No, but yeah, that's gonna be that. We have an outro for this thing? Maybe we should roll the outro. If we have an outro, roll the outro. And there you have it, our first 10 Mentor Roulettes. This week's rolls were 7 dungeons, 1 trial, and 2 Guildhests, which means our totals look like this. I'm going to keep track of what each run of the roulette is because data is fun. I hope to make this a weekly series in the long run, but for right now it's going to be a little spotty because I have a very busy schedule for the next few months. Let me know if you liked the video. I love reading all of you doofuses' comments. Anyway, I'm going to get back to being busy, by which I mostly mean procrastinating for another week. 1 like equals 1 week. Okay, bye.
The end has come.